Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Composting with Craig. Figured do a little check-in on the worms. Been a couple of days. Just outside in the tumbler first, just giving it a couple of tumbles, seeing what's going on. Does look like the material is definitely starting to break down a little bit. There's definitely some castings in here from some of the worms that are left, but then also does look, I guess, from maybe just naturally from the tumbler that sorry if that was my feet, that it does look like some of the material is starting to break down. So it is January 6th today, so hopefully in a good couple of months we're gonna have some nice compost in here, to say the least. But I have kept this bin outside this time during winter. It was actually frozen when I tried to move it a couple of weeks ago. It was frozen solid. I couldn't even move it, so I'm thinking of leaving it, bringing it into the garage, but then I said maybe I'll just leave it. So I figured I'd do a check-in day. It's about 40 degrees outside, so I figure it's cool enough, but warm enough to at least start to go into the bins. The last video I did, I think, was a little dark, so sometimes I try to do it in the garage and it's just not comes out the way that I wanted to. So just figure take a look, see what's going on in the bins. Let's see, anything happening really. I do have some food. I might do a little feeding after. I got some flowers for the holidays, so I did take whatever was left over and dump them into some of the bins. So figure, let's see what's going on. See, there's a couple worms right off the bat. Trying to get a little lower. Definitely a bunch of castings in here. You can see it. It does look like the material is starting to break down, slowly and steady, and you could just see that there's about 5 or 10 worms, and you can see a little mini guy right here. There was a mini guy at least, but I missed that one. But you could see there, there's worms in every handful. I think these. You could see that the material is definitely on the bottom is breaking down. There's castings. There's coffee grounds. I'm not sure how well you could see it, but definitely material starting to break down. Worms are here. They're doing their job. The bin does not smell, which I'm happy about. I'm going to talk a little bit about, it does look a little bit drier than it did in the past. There's a bunch. Everybody seems to be moving around even through the dead of winter, which I'm pretty happy about. Especially here in Jersey, it can get a little rough. We can definitely go through some cold stretches, but nice big pile there. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of the food and dump it in this corner. You can see I got coffee grounds, banana, lemon, some strawberries. So I'm just going to take a little bit of everything. Just kind of do a little sprinkle. Let's see what else we got. Apple core, banana peel. All right, so I'm going to cover that back over. Like I said, just a quick little move some things around, but I'm pretty happy with this bin, how it's shaping up. It obviously is a huge bin, so I'm not expecting the whole thing to be broken down anytime soon, but this is kind of just tracking the progress. I'll move on to, I guess, the middle bin, see what's happening here. You can see there's a whole orange. I probably should have opened. Let's see, there we go. I try not to put a ton of citrus in my bins as I open that orange and threw a lemon in, but I try not to put a ton in, but I do put some in. I don't know if the worms necessarily like it or not, but I mean, so far it hasn't been much of an issue, but again, I don't put a ton in there. But you can see there's there's quite a bit of worms, you know, out and about, moving, you know, in just about every handful that I'm grabbing. There's worms. They seem to be doing pretty well, pretty healthy. There's let's take a look. Yeah, nice healthy stack, and you know, there's a lot of them here on the bottom as I'm kind of just moving through some of the material. So I'm pretty happy to be seeing that again. The bin does not smell. It actually smells almost fruity, if you will. So you can see that there's quite a bit of worms in here. But yeah, it's interesting because, you know, when I tell people that these don't smell after everything that I put into them, but I guess that's maybe, you know, having the right moisture content and whatnot. You know, I did add in some dried pasta. Not sure if I could, if it's good or bad. You know, please feel free to leave a comment or give your opinion. I'm not actually sure. But I figure, you know, there's no butter, there's no oil, so I thought that it would be good. Oh, I see one of my banana peels has a plastic label on it. So let's see if I can grab that. Might be a little difficult with the gloves right now, so I'll just grab it after. But yeah, so added in some pasta last week, and some what else? The bok choy and the I guess more citrus and things like that. But again, the bin smells good. It looks good. Happy to see all the worms, you know, crawling around, finding their food, breaking down the material. You can see here, there's you know, right through the paper they're going. Let's see, some frozen banana peel. Oh, yeah, runaway paper. Yeah, pretty happy with how this bin is as well. So I'm gonna go ahead, actually, I'm gonna cover it up before I lose, you know what, maybe I'll give it a little more food, because I have it here. Break down some of the eggshells where I can. I'll take this one, put it over here, and yeah, just give it a little bit more coffee, stuff like that. Burst it, put this in here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and obviously this is the again, as I say, I think in every video, the pride and joy, but it's just the smallest bin, so I think I'm seeing the most amount of progress here in the shortest period of time. So who doesn't want that, right? So yeah, let's take a look, just go through, see what's going on. You know, in this bin, it's pretty wet. Let's see. I have been trying to dry it out more. I've been adding some leaves where I can. I added here a bag that said that it was compostable. You know, trying to leave some of the materials out a little longer before I just add them in, so that way it can certainly absorb. Yeah, so they're in here. There's a lot of them, so I'm actually going to go ahead and there's got to be, I think, close to 1,000 worms in this bin. I know you can't see it from just this small piece, but I'm going to take the rest, dump it in, get some leftover broccoli, things like that. But yeah, as you know, as I go through, there's definitely more and more. I just did a let's see. Yeah, you can see there's some pretty sizable worms in here. Definitely eating pretty good. You know, and I'm pretty happy to see that, actually, that they're pretty decent size. They're not, you know, they look pretty plump, you know, so I'm happy that my worms seem to be healthy and doing well. Again, kind of move some of the material around just to get some airflow, but you could see that there's a lot when you break down the material and go through it. You know, there's a little cluster, if you will. You could just see there. I think because the bin is smaller, I seem to find that they're definitely to the bottom of the bin. Maybe it's a little bit warmer, but there is, you know, you could see it. There's still quite a bit of moisture at the bottom as well. So I'm actually waiting for a couple of warmer days to keep the lid off. Although I could leave the lid off in the garage. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I think I'm afraid that I'm going to wake up one day and the worms are going to be all over the floor, which I don't think that's exactly how it will work. I think it will take some time for these little guys to to get there. But you know, for now, I think I'm just going to see. Yeah, so let's grab. Yeah, so this is, you know, all the way down at the bottom. You could just, you know, just see that there's just a ton of them in it, going through all the little nooks and crannies and whatnot. So, you know, they're in here all right. Just bring this material up to the top. So yeah, just trying to get a little bit of airflow going through, but again, pretty happy with how the bin is progressing. I guess at some point, maybe somebody can offer their opinion, at some point I should probably take out some material. I mean, the bin is only that big, but you know, since it is January, maybe if I do want to use some of this compost for early gardening, or for gardening in you know, I guess April, May, I should be, you know, looking to cut down on some of the bin, get some usable castings. Although I guess if I went to the bottom, I could, you know, kind of sift through and see exactly what I need and what I want. But well, any comments are welcomed, or suggestions, as always. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll be back. Thanks.